We're in Greenland. We are here in Nanortalik, and it's about 2,000 miles, which took us about 5.5 sea days to get here from Baltimore. And it is a brisk 44 degrees here this morning. I cannot wait to get out there and start exploring this cute little town. This is a village of 800 people, so it is small, but it is so pretty here. It really is. We stayed up all night last night watching the sunrise here over Nanortalik, and it's absolutely just gorgeous. And as you can see, there are several little icebergs as we come up to the town. Last night when we were coming up, we passed a lot of little icebergs here in the water. So there's a lot more here than what we were seeing in Alaska when we were coming up the towns in Alaska. But this is it right here. This is the village of Nanortalik. So we'll be getting off the ship here in just a little bit. We can't get up to the town to port, so we are actually taking a water shuttle here in the lifeboats. They're getting ready to, this one's about to head out. And we're gonna take a water shuttle over here right around the front of the ship. So this is where the line is going. It's still wrapping around all the way down there. These people up here towards the front have been waiting for 2 hours. In the middle, sorry, towards the middle here, have been waiting for 2 hours. They still have probably close to another hour. Woo, my goodness. This has been a total mess today. Such friendly people. They're sitting in their backyard waving to us as we're all walking by. They're just watching the tourists and so friendly, just waving to us. Like I said, there's only 800 people that live here. Very small town. Little cafe. Got a little deck out here. Oh yeah, that's their one-stop grocery store right here. This big. The other side of their grocery store, they have the clothing department. So it's kind of like a Walmart. They have everything all together here. Toys. We got housewares down here. Okay, so when we bought 2 local beers and a chocolate milk, we paid how much?
We gave her American 20.
American 20, and we get this back.
And I got some holy change and some other stuff that I don't understand.
People out, the locals selling some crafts and things they made. Oh, this is so pretty up here. All these views. So it's their museum right here. So this is all part of what that $10 at the museum gets you. You get access to come over here and see this gorgeous view. So, I mean, really, if you don't care to go to the museum and see all the artifacts, this right here is definitely worth it alone. It's just so beautiful out here. So many gorgeous views. Icebergs right here. Rolling green grass. I absolutely love it. I think there's a few more little buildings that we can see that's included in our $10 museum. I'm trying to make sure I don't step on any rocks. The grass is really thick through here. And this is the top where the doctor stayed. Wow, look at the size of this one. And then this one right here. All of these are, this is like their neighborhood right here. These are their houses. We're circling the entire village here. And how long did he say the road was? It wasn't very long.
I think he said the longest road in Greenland is 22 miles.
22 miles. And that's Nuuk, I think, is what he said. So that's not even here.
Because none of the towns connect by road.
No. You can only get to any other area in Greenland by boat or plane.
Yeah, so he said the only way to get to Greenland is boat, plane, or berth.
Yeah, that's right. He did say that. All right, so his classic beer, and I don't even know what kind of coffee that's called. It had whiskey and some kind of Kahlua and coffee, but it is so delicious.
We'll check the sign outside.
Yeah.
It said the name. I think it was the Hotel Fevre Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll show you this sign as we walk back out. But ooh, somebody just told me that I should get this if I like coffee, and I'm so thankful I did. It is delicious. This is their little bar area. Got 2 pool tables over there on the other side. It's a nice little bar area. You come in here, it says buy a beer and they give you free Wi-Fi. So we chose to come sit in here, have a drink, and so thankful that we did because this is delicious. And while that line out there to get on the ship is like a 2.5-hour line, I'm so thankful we came and sat down in here while we're waiting. So this is the Greenlandic sampler, and we've got seal, dried cod, whale blubber. Okay, so this is what I was talking about right here. That is what I had. And we didn't even know about this place. It's at the end of a hotel, and we just ran into somebody else that was on the ship with us, and they were standing outside here and they told us all about it. So really thankful that we went in there because we got that sampler platter and that really good Irish coffee. and it was a nice little place to go and sit and enjoy. Okay, so we are officially done here in Nanortalik and exploring, and like I said, this is the hotel right here that we were just at. They have a restaurant, a little bar pub area in there. So if you get a chance to come, definitely recommend going in there. There's not too many excursions here. We didn't do an excursion because we booked super late, very last minute, and many people on this ship have been waiting for 2 years. So those excursions, and there's only a couple excursions, those excursions have been booked for a long time now. So
two boat excursions that take you up to the little icebergs, and
two
then,
boat excursions,
a walking excursion around the town,
a walking excursion, and we kind of did that ourselves, but
a walking excursion with the museum.
Okay, so two different walking excursions around the town, and then 2 boat excursions that'll take you to the iceberg is what they offer. But like I said, those were both booked and have been booked for a while, since they only have those 4. And this ship has actually been booked up for 2 years now. They just had a few openings here and there, and we just got really lucky that we found an opening just like a week before it took off. Actually, less than a week before. 3 days. Yeah, 3 days before. So we got super lucky. So that's why there was no excursion, but super fun to just walk around and enjoy this town and this small little village and talk to some of the people that live here. And it's really a treat to get to come to Greenland. It really is. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Makes you think. Really does. It's gorgeous here. But like I said, whoo, that line, I'm coming up to it now. It's still long. It's not 2 hours long, so hopefully it is only about 30 minutes or so, and we'll be hopefully back on the lifeboat here in just a few minutes to shuttle back over to the ship. So here we are, 10 minutes after the shuttles were supposed to end and stop picking up here. And this is still our line. And they say supposedly this line will end in 30 minutes. So we're back on the ship now, and thankfully we didn't have to wait in that line for too terribly long. It was about 30 minutes like they said it was going to be. Some people unfortunately waited 2.5 hours. I think that was the longest we heard. I don't think anybody said they had to wait like longer than 2.5 hours. The longest we heard people waiting to get on the water shuttle from the port was 2.5 hours. So it was a great afternoon. It warmed up into the upper 40s. Still a little cool breeze, but it was nice. It was sunny. It was gorgeous to walk around the town. I loved walking around the village today and getting to interact with some of the locals that lived here, trying some of their beer and their food. It was just it was a fun experience. It really was. We get one more day here in Greenland. And do you know how to pronounce the name?
Which one?
The one we're going to tomorrow.
Oh.
This is the name of where we're going to tomorrow, but I need to practice on how to say it. I've heard it said a couple of times, but
Even the lecture guy,
when we heard him yesterday, he was like,
and he was like, yeah, that's not it, but it's close.
So maybe I'll figure out how to say it tonight and I'll say it for you tomorrow. But anyway, this is the place of where we're going tomorrow. It's not far from here. We should be there tomorrow morning porting. So it's supposed to be like right in a bunch of fjords. So I'm sure we're going to start seeing a lot more icebergs headed over to that way this evening and definitely tomorrow morning. So as the sun is getting ready to set, like I said this morning, we stayed up all night last night, watched the sunrise this morning over Nanortalik. It was gorgeous, beautiful sunrise, wonderful experience, but we only got a little bit of sleep before we got up and waited a while to head out to the port, and we're exhausted. So maybe grab us some dinner, and it's probably going to be an early turn-in night so we can get up and walk again tomorrow and take a look at this town here in Greenland. So like I said, tomorrow's our last day in Greenland, and then we're going to be headed off to 3 places in Canada next week. So I will see you in my next vlog. Bye for now.